In today's matchup, we have the OG Jaegers, which consist of Striker Eureka, Cherno Alpha, Crimson Typhoon, and Gypsy Danger, versus the Rampage monsters, which include Ralph, Lizzie, and George. Now, as far as the size goes for these kaijus, the OG Jaegers come in. Gypsy Danger is a Mark III, standing at 260 feet tall, while Striker Eureka is a Mark V, standing at 250 feet tall. Cherno Alpha is a Mark I, standing at 280 feet tall, while Crimson Typhoon is standing at 250 feet tall and being a Mark IV. And for the Rampage monsters, since they are all far too small, all of the Rampage monsters are going to be right around 250 feet tall in this matchup to make it fair. As far as the weapons coming into this battle, there are a lot of monsters in this matchup, but Gypsy Danger's main weapons going into battle are the 2 chain swords, the 2 plasma cannons, and the nuclear core reactor, while Striker Eureka's main weapons are the 2 sting blades, the chest cannons, and the brass knuckles. Cherno Alpha's main weapons coming to battle is just the armor and the fists. No main weapons, maybe a fire ability that's shown in the video game, but I can't really give that credit to Cherno Alpha in this matchup. Crimson Typhoon has the spinning blades with the thundercloud formation. As far as the Rampage monsters, George comes into this battle with basically just speed and agility, no really main weapons. George can use a lot of different things as weapons, just like Kong, it is an ape, so it can use weapons in the environment around him as the weapons. And Ralph comes into battle with the sharp teeth, being a wolf, having the wings to be able to glide, and also has the porcupine type tail that's able to throw spikes off onto enemies. And Lizzie is perhaps the strongest out of the 3, with being a mutated crocodile, has the insane armor, has the tusks, the spiky tail, and the many protrusions that cause a very strong armor around this monster. And as far as what the OG Jaegers have done in their individual movies, Gypsy Danger was able to take down 5 different kaijus in Pacific Rim. Gypsy's argued to be the most legendary Jaeger ever, and it is with good reason. Striker Eureka was able to take down a Cat 4 in a matter of seconds, was able to really kick around Otachi a lot. An insane Jaeger was able to make Slattern call for help. That's the main feats for Striker in Pacific Rim. And Cherno Alpha, while we don't see much on screen from Cherno Alpha as far as actually getting kaiju kills, Cherno Alpha was successfully able to defend the Siberian Wall for 6 years, taking down many kaijus, so Cherno Alpha is an absolute beast and has a lot of experience. And the same goes to the Crimson Typhoon, who, while we don't see Crimson do much on screen, was able to get 7 kaiju kills confirmed in all of the past, and obviously has the Thundercloud formation, which is how this is mainly able to be done. But Crimson Typhoon has a lot of history and experience as well. As far as what the Rampage monsters did in Rampage, George was able to fight off the other 2 monsters. Now, this is kind of hard to use in this matchup, because I don't really like to use George fighting the other monsters on his team as a feat for the matchup. He was able to show his speed and agility in those fights. Ralph was able to hunt down many gun soldiers in a very amazing way, able to hunt them down like they were nothing, and was also able to take down helicopters with the porcupine's tail ability. That's the main weapon he used, was able to take down these helicopters fairly easily, and was even able to jump up and take down a helicopter in that way. Lizzie's feats include taking down Ralph himself, ripping the head right off, was able to take down some planes by jumping in the air, was able to kick around George, was able to take many rockets and gunfire, and the durability is really shown for Lizzie in particular by taking all of that machine gun and rocket fire. But as far as breaking this down, there's 4 Jaegers in this matchup, and then the 3 monsters from Rampage. So the numbers is obviously going to go to the OG Jaegers. They have more numbers. There's 4 Jaegers versus 3 monsters, and so obviously numbers goes to the OG Jaegers. But speed and agility I'd have to give to the Rampage monsters. The Rampage monsters were shown to be quicker. They are smaller, which gives them a reason to be quicker, but I think even with these sizes equalized, I do think they'd still be quicker and still have speed and agility. But that's about it. As far as in this matchup, I think durability goes to the Jaegers, showing what they were able to go through, and all of the monsters did successfully die in Rampage, even though all the Jaegers did die in Pacific Rim. But with what Gypsy Danger and Cherno Alpha were able to take, surviving that many years, taking down that many kaijus, I do have to give durability to them, and I'd have to give weapons to the OG Jaegers as well, because of the insane weapons, being able to take down the kaijus in extremely quick ways. The weapons really weren't shown to be too deadly in Rampage. There were some weapons used by George from the environment that were very deadly, but I'd have to give weapons to the OG Jaegers as well, and intelligence I'd have to give to the OG Jaegers, because they're humans, human pilots, and very experienced pilots. So I'd say numbers, durability, weapons, and intelligence all go to the OG Jaegers, and speed and agility is about the only thing the Rampage monsters have in this matchup. But as far as how this would go down, If the Rampage monsters were smaller, obviously it'd be over in a second, but if they were all standing around 250 feet tall, I definitely don't think this would be an easy matchup for the OG Jaegers. Yeah, they have numbers, they have the intelligence, they have some insane weaponry. That, in my opinion, the weaponry such as the chain swords, the sting blades, and the thundercloud formation with the spinning blades would definitely be able to kill Ralph and George fairly easily. Now, Lizzie would be the difficult part because I think the gliding from Ralph would make it a little more difficult, but Lizzie would be the main problem because Lizzie has an insane bite force, so many teeth, the tusks, and the insane armor that would be the most difficult kill for them in this matchup. I think that with Lizzie's tail could be a problem. The bite force, if Lizzie was able to get a bite off on the Jaegers, it could be game over for that Jaeger. And with the armor, there's just no quick way to take down Lizzie. I do think they'd find a way with all of those swords, the chain swords and sting blades, just sticking one of those in the eye of Lizzie would definitely be a kill. It would take them a while to figure that out, but I do think with all of the Jaegers, not only do they have the numbers, in my opinion, they have the durability, the weapons. With those deadly weapons and with those experienced pilots, they'll definitely find a way to kill George and Ralph quicker, and then eventually all team up, at least have 3 of them left, if not all 4, to find a way to kill Lizzie in the end. And in the end, I think the OG Jaegers would get the win in this fight. But make sure you let me know down below who you think will win in this matchup and which matchup I should do next. Make sure you let me know down below what you think of this new editing style. I got some new editing software and I've been messing around with it. Let me know what you think of that. Make sure you let me know down below, and thanks for watching.